Hi,
I'm Kevin.
and I'm Hi, and today we have another
Just kidding, you know us. We're Lara and Diana from Essence Robotics.
and today we have another episode of our podcast Talk About It with team 26524 from Indonesia. First of all, could you introduce yourself and your
Yes,
team?
of course. So, our team, we are a school team we are a team from a private school, and we were formed in September of 2024. So the name Kawiswara roughly translate to wise voice, because Kawi means wise, and Swara means voice. So Kawiswara is basically like wise voice, and that name was chosen because it sort of like reflects a common struggle that a lot of students face in group work or like teamwork, and that is being afraid to let out their opinion or let out like what they think or their voice. And so a wise voice basically means that no voice, no opinion is like bad or stupid or ridiculous. They all contribute to something greater. Me personally, I am from the outreach team, and I am the captain of the outreach team.
Can you tell us something about how FTC and robotics is seen in your country and how people perceive it?
Let's talk about robotics first in general. So robotics is viewed like sort of like as a sign of like modern technological development. So it is viewed as beneficial and inevitable technology that's essential for the future growth. So that includes both economic growth and social development. Now, FTC specifically isn't well known. FTC is something that I would say is relatively new in Indonesia, and started maybe 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It's growing, but it isn't sort of like popular right now as compared to maybe Romania, because I know that Romania has a lot of FTC teams.
Yeah.
And fun fact, I think all of FTC teams in Indonesia are school teams. So there aren't like any community teams. So all FTC teams are school teams.
Do you get any support like from your school or from your local community?
So our main supporter is our school and sponsors. Our school pays for all of like the sort of like non-technical stuff, kind of. So, for example, outreach, whatever we need for outreach, our school pays for that, and then apparels like jerseys or banners or that sort, they pay for all of that. And then when it comes to the technical stuff like robotic components, we get funding from sponsors, and most of these sponsors are local businesses, so like sort of local companies that our team members have connections to. And so I would say, well, I guess that counts as like the local community, because they provide immense support for us. And I think it's great to see like the real and concrete growth of like STEM in general in Indonesia.
And so far, what would you say was your biggest achievement?
Okay, so we haven't had any competitions so far for this season. So I'm going to talk about last season. So last season we won the Control Award. Wait, hold on. We won the Control Award, and we got into the semifinals at our national competition. And we were honestly really proud of that because it was our first year. And believe it or not, we actually used the Rev starter kits, like Steph starter robots for it. But we managed to make that big of an achievement. And I think that really started or kicked off our progress or our FTC experience.
Do you know about your robots concept for this season?
I do have pictures of it if
Can you show
um,
us?
you want me to share with you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna try to explain it to you the best I can. This is still a prototype though,
Mm-hmm.
because oh sorry. Um, as you can see, this is still made of alpha board, I believe, but it will be officially made of. Um, I'm not so sure about that, but
Okay, okay.
yeah. And again, this is actually undone. We were planning on continuing it next week, but this is our like latest progress as far as I'm aware. Like let me explain it first. So down here, I don't have a front like picture unfortunately, but
Okay.
this is the intake. We have two stages of our intake. That is the like these roller wheels sort of, and these rubber. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're like rubber flaps kind of, and so they work by. I'm pretty sure I have a video of it. Ah,
Oh,
you see.
yeah, yeah.
So we have that's sort of like the second stage of our intake because the balls will initially go through these ones, these like smaller wheels, and then they will go through this second stage. That's why you can see, yeah. And then this is the shooter, the one I showed you. As you can see, this one should be better actually. Yeah. So as you can see, we use four. It's pretty blurry, but we use four grip wheels, I believe, or four or two. I think two actually. We use two grip wheels that spin at a high speed, and then the our sort of like it's sort of like a tunnel. It curves back, so the ball like shoots sort of like sort of like that.
Do you have any tips you could give other teams?
Okay, so first off, um, from our experience, because I guess we're generally considered a new team, is to definitely get a lot of driver practice.
Yeah.
Because let me stop sharing. Because last season we kind of like downplayed the importance, or I guess we haven't realized the importance of driver practice, as like the drivers would do like two practice matches and then they would be like, oh, we can control the robot, and so they think that like they are ready for the competition. But more practice is always better because your driver really gets comfortable with the robots,
Yeah.
and like additionally you build chemistry because there are two drivers. And also with these like driver practice, you would learn like to know what to do when your robot, for example, has an error, or something that frequently happens to our robot during the competition was the so our hanger could lift, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we used a string and a gear to like essentially
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
uh, turn, and then
Oh, okay.
as the gear turns, so it's sort of like a chain, but chains are for wheels. So we use strings to pull the, I guess to push, but like pull the hanger up.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen is the strings would snap,
Oh,
right? And when
yeah.
the strings snap,
Yeah. During the match?
we yeah during the match, and so it would be very difficult for us because essentially we could only like score through the hanging because our intake capability was so rough and was pretty bad. Like I said, it wouldn't generate enough friction, so if it snapped we kind of just resort to putting the like specimens on like the ground basket, like the very ground one, the one on the ground. Well, at least we know that driver practice is really important now. So that's definitely something we're going to bring on to this next season. I do have one more major tip. Scouting, yes. Scouting during competitions. Last season, we had a mentor who was I would say he's pretty inexperienced too. Like he didn't have a lot of experience in like the whole STEM or robotics, but luckily he became sort of like our team scout. He would watch the matches and then he would write down what each team focused on. For example, Team A focuses on specimens, and then Team B focuses on the high baskets, stuff like that. And so when we face that team, we would know what to do. For example, we would sort of like play defensively, kind of. We would not block their path, but sort of like make it a bit harder for them to score
Okay,
the way
yes.
they like it.
Yeah.
So I think scouting is pretty important, and you can always go around to the other teams, pits, I guess, and then you can ask them how their robot works, and then what they focus on, and so that's sort of like a cheat code, sort of like getting a preview of how they work before you face them. And so I think scouting is really important. Like it can become a major advantage for your team.
Yeah, thank you for that tip. And this season, what is your goal? Like what do you want to achieve this season?
Our focus, I'm talking awards, right?
Yeah.
Our focus for this season is the Think and Control Award. On our engineering portfolio, we did no, sorry, not Control Award, Think and Connect Award.
Oh,
That's why I am from the outreach division. I also cover documentation actually. That's why I try to take a lot of documentation from like sketches, and then the designs, and then the like the iterations, the reworks kind of. I would just try to document that as much as possible, and then show the design evolution of our team. Basically, just show off our like thinking structure. And then for the Connect, well, we do a lot of online meetings like these. And then we do school outreach, so like educational outreach. We go to schools, and then we teach them about STEM, about FTC, about robotics, stuff like that. And so that's how we hope to achieve the Connect and Think Award. And definitely one more that I can't forget is the Inspire Award, because I'm pretty sure the Inspire Award is like the target for every FTC team,
for
maybe.
everything. Well, thank you so much for your time and for everything that you told us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, of course. And I was happy to be here also.
That you made time to talk with us. We were excited to talk to you. And we wish you good luck, yeah, in your competition. And congratulations for everything you've done so far.